After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. to the air. Trubisky after the pick six.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him by. It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TV. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, this is Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trubisky will throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
11 empty.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. shotgun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky, 28 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
12.
Burrow will throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Khalid Kareem. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and a couple, Trubisky eluding the pressure right, and he
can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
11, Tommy.
They go play action with Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. That's a room to run now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, that turnover.
On 1, right?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a